Hello, I am Vishal Parikh. Today we will explore more on visualizing of our data. So in particular we are going to explore today is box plot. And in box plot today we will cover is dissecting groups in box plot or dissecting groups that is using your box plot. So before dissecting groups in box plot, let us first recall what was a box plot. So box plot was a visual representation for dissecting our groups. Now what does this box plot summarizes? This box plot also summarizes 5 different things. The first is minimum, maximum, first quartile, which is also known as 25th percentile, second quartile, or it is also known as medium, which is known as 50th percentile, and the last that is third quartile, that is 75th percentile. Now this box plot is also known as whiskers. Now let us move towards dissecting groups using box plot. So how can we depict group in box plot? So box plot provides us a means of depicting groups of numbers through their quartiles. So there are 3 points which divides a group into 4 equal parts. Now there may be having a sum of the lines which are known as whiskers. What does whisker indicates? This indicates that is the data which is outside the upper quartiles as well as lower quartiles. Now whenever we observe a box plot, there is a spacing within this box plot. Now what does this indicate? So this indicates the skewness of our data as well as the dispersion of data. So how can we work with this? We will cover this dissecting group in box plot with the help of an example. Now let us work with box plot. So first what we have to do? So first we need to import the required libraries. So first I am importing NumPy, then I am importing pandas SPD, and third I am importing that is matplotlib.pyplot, because we want to plot our box plot. So the required libraries are matplotlib, numpys and pandas. So let us run this. So it takes some time. Okay, so all the libraries are loaded into our Jupyter Notebook. Now what I am doing, I am trying to load the data set. I want to load my data set. So I am reading a CSV file. So this CSV file can be read with the help of read_CSV function. And I am reading the CSV file as tips.csv. Now this function is present inside this pandas library. So here I have used pd.read_csv and I have created a data frame. Now there are ample of records present inside this CSV file, but I want to display only the first 5 records that are present in my data set. So for that what I am doing, I am using head method. Now this head method is applicable on our data frame. So let us check this. So here you can see it is showing you different types of columns. So it is showing you total bill, tip, gender, whether he is a smoker or not, whether it is a day, time and the size, and it is showing you the first 5 records. But you can see over here the index starts from 0, so it is showing you records from 0 to 4. Now what I want to do, I want to plot a box plot with respect to the days of our particular total bill. That means I want to plot a box plot of days with respect to my total bill. So for that we have a method which is named as box plot. Now this box plot method is applicable on my data frame, that is data frame.boxplot. Now with the help of day I want to create this box plot. So first attribute will be by, and inside this I am assigning the value as day, and I want to consider which column. So I want to plot this day with respect to total bill. So I have to consider the column which is total_bill. So how can I consider that? So for that again I have to use an attribute which is named as column. So I am giving column equal to, inside this list I am giving my column name. Now this column name must be same as that of your column that is present in your CSV file, and I am specifying grid equal to false. So let us plot this particular box plot. So here you can see is your box plot. Now Now if you observe here, you can see here these are the bubble circle which are present over here. It is known as your outliers. So whenever we want to detect outliers at that particular time, we have to use box plot. Now let us try to understand how we can depict groups inside a box plot. So what first I need to do? First again I need to import my required libraries. So first I am importing is NumPy. Second library I am using is matplotlib.pyplot as PLT, and I am using line magic function which is named as matplotlib inline. So let us run this. Now what I want to do? I want to depict group. So first I need to understand some of the parameters. So the first parameter comes into picture is spread. So what is the spread? So it contains a random numbers. It contains a set of random numbers which are between 0 to 100. So now how can we create random numbers? So if you recall, NumPy library provides an important function which is known as array_nd, and inside this we need to just pass the total number that we want to create. So this will become our spread. Now after spread, the second attribute we have to specify is center. So what does this center means? So that means it provides you 50 values. It will provide you 50 values directly in the center of the range of 50. What it will provide? It will provide you 50 values directly in the center of the range of 50. So how can I get that? So for that again I have to use a function which is known as once. Again it is present inside my NumPy library. So I am using here np.once. I am specifying over here that is 50 into 50. Why? Because I want 50 values which is in the range of 50, and I am storing here inside a variable which is named as center. Now the third thing we need to understand is that is FLIR high. That means it will stimulate the outliers. It will stimulate the outliers that is between 100 and 200. It will simulate the outliers which will be between 100 and 200. So how can I do that? So again for that I have to use NumPy library. Inside this I have to subpick list my random, and inside this random module I have to use this function which is array_nd, and I am passing over here that is my parameters. So similarly, as we know, box plot contains minimum and maximum. So for maximum we have calculated FLIR high. Now similarly for minimum we have to calculate FLIR low. So what it will do? It will simulate outlier that will be between 0 and -100. It will be between 0 and -100. So let us try this. So here I have stored it in a variable which is FLIR_low. I am considering the values that is between -100. So I am taking here -100 into np, that is NumPy library. Inside this there is a sub module which is random, and inside this there is a function array_nd, and I am specifying the value as 10. Now what we need to do? We need to concatenate all these above parameters into a single parameter or a single variable. So let me consider this as a variable which is named as data. That means I am concatenating all the above parameters and storing into a single variable which is named as data. Now how can we concatenate it? So again NumPy library provides us a method which is known as concatenate. Now inside this the first parameter should be your spread, second is your center, third is your FLIR high, and fourth is your FLIR low. But if you observe carefully, I have specified a tuple. That means I am specifying my different parameters inside a tuple. Why? Because this concatenate parameter accepts only a single parameter. Now what I want to do? I want to plot a box plot. So again there is a method which is named as box plot. So what it will plot? It will plot your box plot, and it will take only a single parameter, that is data. So that's why we have to concatenate all these parameters, that is spread, then we have to concatenate this center, FLIR high, FLIR low, all these parameters into a single variable. Why? Because this box plot method takes only a single parameter which is named as data. The second parameter which we can pass is SYM. What does it means? It means the presentation. That means it sets our presentation of the outlier to a particular color. So if you want to specify the outlier in a specific color, so for that we have to use an attribute which is SYM. The next attribute we can pass is width. So what it will do, it will modify the size of your box. It will modify the size of your box. And the last attribute that we can pass is notch. Now what is this notch? So notch, it means it is a square box. In simple terms we can say that it is a square box. By default its value will be always false. So let us set its value to true and check what a particular notch is. So first let me show you the notch and then we will disable it. So whenever we want to plot a box plot, for that we are using a method which is named as box plot. Then I have specified my data, I have specified SYM, that is the color of our outlier. Then I have specified the width, that means the size of my box, and I have specified the notch, that means a square box. Now I want to show this box plot. So for that there is again a method which is named as show. It is of matplotlib library. So let us run this. So now if you observe this, you can see here there are this green color squares, this green color cross marks. It indicates that these are the outliers. What does it indicate? It indicates your outliers. So mainly we are using this box plot to detect our outliers. Now let us try to disable this notch and see what does it show. So I am writing it here as false. Let me just copy from, let us run this. So now you can see that box has changed. Now it is showing you a normal box. Now it is not showing you the square box or the notch which is present as we have seen earlier. So this was all about your depicting groups in box plot. Thank you.